I would like to call Tom Wilkins and Dick Antoine to the front, please. I told Dick to try to get up here fast, so he's wide open running. Isn't he impressive? I could say a lot about these two guys. Everybody who's here, if you've done anything in the community, if you've seen anything needed done, these guys can be counted on. I said a little while ago that Morris had a dream. These guys stepped up to the plate, had a huge fundraiser, and called everybody's attention to giving and made this possible. We all agree on the committee. We wouldn't have this if these two guys hadn't stepped up and made it possible. I have a part two. Moore said we're going to be doing a fallen hero statue. Well, these two jumped right in there again, did a fundraiser, and we have the fallen hero statue that's paid for because they helped. They step up to the plate when you need them, and they're here in the community, and we're better people because of them. Dick and Tom, you're welcome to say something if you'd like to. And I have your little token. Thank you very much. I love you.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, so I get to say. It's our pleasure. I served during the Vietnam, and we didn't get handshake and say thank you. We got spit on and that kind of stuff, and most of the guys know. But to be able to have this built and to have this park here in Hot Springs means a lot to both Tom and I. And thank you very much for everybody that contributed. It was just a pleasure to do.
The insignia above my head back here says, "In God we trust." And folks, if it wasn't for God, this place would not be here right now, I guarantee you. This is about, go ahead, give my hand. This project for me and for Dick has been about relationships. It's been about being inspired. It's been about inspiring other people to be inspired. I would like to thank one lady. I don't think she's here today, but her name is Laura Wood. Dick and I, for 25 years, emceed the Christmas parade. And make a long story short, I was out interviewing people out front on camera, and I looked over and I saw Laura Wood, who I knew, and I saw her with a little can. She was walking around asking people for donations. I brought her on camera, and I said, "Laura, what's this all about? What are you doing?" She said, "You know, we're trying to build a memorial to the veterans." And I said, "Well, you know, I'd heard something," and it had been advertised a little bit in the paper and whatnot. And she said, "We're a little bit short of a few $100,000. And she looked at me, and the camera was on, and she said, "Tom, you want to help us, don't you?" And she said, "We have a meeting tomorrow night. Would you come?" What could I say? I've been honoring veterans my entire life. I am not a veteran. And sometimes I feel guilty about that, but I try to make up for that fact my entire life. However, went to the meeting, and at the very end of the meeting, Laura said, "Tom has something to say." And I was dumbfounded because I didn't know what to say. She said, "Tom wants to be our fundraising chairman." And immediately I thought of my dear friend, Dick Antoine. But I called up Dick and I said, "Dick, we have a little bit of a challenge." And I told him what it was. He says, "I'm in." When you have relationships with people, especially when you're talking about people that have served our country, it's not hard to do. It's easy to do. It's a privilege to do. And I pray that desecration of the flag and the anthem and all that stuff goes away pretty quick, because it really hurts my heart, because these men and women that are dedicated here today and everyone out there deserve better. And we are very, very proud to have this place designated, I designated it, okay, as hallowed ground, because that's what it is. Thank you.